Ladies and gentlemen, James Lane here. This is episode 132 of the American Reveille Podcast, and the owner of the UFC, Dana White, is such a honey badger. He's such a honey badger because he just don't give a beep. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I even just made the beeping sound myself. That is how ridiculous I am, and that's how ridiculous you are for not paying attention to this podcast sooner. If you're new to the show, this is the American Reveille Podcast. We cover everything you can imagine in politics, and we cover things in different ways as well surrounding politics and different aspects, like Dana White here, who told the local Las Vegas newspaper that criticized UFC to literally go F itself. And it's awesome. I love Dana White. I love how he approaches the media and how Dana White approaches the media. All right. It should go as a blueprint, as a guide, as a sign to all businesses out there, big or small, on how they should approach the media and the woke left crowd as well. If you never apologize, if you never bow down, if you never kiss their ass, if you tell them to go F themselves and you become aggressive in return, they will tuck tail and run like the cowards that they are, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to take this episode to read about Dana White's latest spat with Las Vegas Journal. All right. It's great. It's funny. It's awesome. And he is the key. People like him are the key to spreading the message to you on how you need to respond. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know there's a lot of conservatives out there that turn the other cheek. There's a lot of libertarians that live and let be. But guys, it is time to get aggressive. So if you're going to open your mouth, you open your mouth strong, and I'm going to show you just how Dana White does it next on the American Reveille Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, James Lane here. This is episode 132 of the American Reveille Podcast. Are you new here? Is this the first time you're finding this? Are you on Odyssey? Are you on Rumble? Are you on YouTube? Are you stumbling upon this? Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Leave a comment. Say hi. Say, hey, James, let me know you're new. Let me know where you're from, where you're listening from, and if you like what you're hearing so far. All right? If you want to say F you to me, but put it in the comment section so I at least know what the hell's going on, right? And it strokes their algorithms. It really does. Wherever you're listening, Odyssey, Rumble, it helps me get past some of the censorship. Do me that favor. Let me know where you're from. Let me know who you are. Let me know why you like this so far. All right, guys, I like this so far because I get to tell you how I truly feel. I get to be a patriot, open my mouth, and not be afraid of the left. I get to show you how to not be afraid of the left. I have a job. I have a wife. I have children. I have responsibilities. I have good days. I have bad days. I have problems, but I'm not a coward. And I'm proud to be an American, and I love this country, and I will never run. And when the left comes to my doorstep and asks for my apology, I will proudly tell them to go fuck themselves, just as Dana White has been doing since the beginning. And as you notice, nobody can touch him. He's Teflon. He's Teflon because he knows the secret. And the secret is once you apologize, they own your ass, guys. They own your ass. They own you. Plain and simple. Are you on Gab? Are you on Gab, guys? Go on Gab. All right. That platform's awesome. It's social media. All right. Yeah, I changed the subject real quick. Ben Shapiro style. All right. But with a little more blue collar to it. A little more double up. A little more mix a lot to it, if you know what I mean. I switched it up, guys. All right. I switched it up. Plain and simple. That's how I roll. It's my show. I can do it. I can do it all day. I can do it all day. And I am doing it. I'm switching it up for 2 seconds only, just for 2 seconds. Go to Gab and sign up if you haven't. Start an account. I think Gab will be there when everything else gets canceled. All right. My name on Gab is American_Reveille. American_Reveille. You'll see James Lane. That's my name. It'll pop up American_Reveille with a blue check mark. You follow us there. It's a great place. You can do it on Parler too, at the James Lane Odyssey as well. ODYSEE. Amazing new platform. Go in the description section below for an invite link to Odyssey and follow me there, guys. You will not regret it. All right. And of course, as always, this episode's brought to you by Ancient Life Oil. What a fantastic CBD oil. It really takes I sit in this chair for hours a day. I got back and neck problems. It helps me out. It really does. Takes the edge off. What a freaking week I've had. It's Tuesday. All right. It's Tuesday. And my week's already been hell. But at least I've had some Ancient Life Oil. At least I've had some of this CBD oil here to take the edge off, guys. There is no THC. There is no psychogenic effects, no hallucination, no craziness, nothing you wouldn't expect. Only the highest quality CBD pressed from hemp oil. Amazing stuff. Really, 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 really. Can't find any better. All right. American Reveille loves this stuff. All right. We really do. And you can get it at ancientlifeoil.com. All right. You can get it at ancientlifeoil.com. Promo code James. Free shipping and handling. You won't find that deal anywhere else. This is Ancient Life Oil. It's a life oil that's ancient. All right. Like the recipe. And they figured it out. And they took the ancient stuff and they made it not so ancient. And now it's newer. All right. And now you get the same ancient benefit, but today. You following me? AncientLifeOil.com. AncientLifeOil.com. Use promo code James. Free shipping and handling. I know. There's more, though. After the show, if you stick around for 2 or 3 minutes, I put an actual nice little ad together. It'll tell you all the benefits, all the different reasons why and where and what and how. Folks, AncientLifeOil.com is the shit. It's great. AncientLifeOil.com, promo code James, free shipping and handling. Like I said, stick around at the end if you need more information on it. All right, guys, Dana White blasts woke culture, slams shit local newspaper for criticizing UFC 261, the first full capacity indoor event since the pandemic. All right, that event, I believe, may have been the one that just went on, the crazy UFC event where that dude like broke his leg. I don't follow it as much, but as a business person, I follow Dana White because I appreciate him as an entrepreneur. I learn from people like Dana White. All right, Paul Sacca wrote this article. It's a Blaze Media article. I think Glenn Beck owns Blaze Media. So Glenn Beck, I'm putting your Paul Sacca article out there. Dana White blasts woke culture. He always blasts woke culture. But like I said before, that's the key. That's the key. We're going to blast woke culture too. We are. Like I said, if you're on Apple Podcasts, 5-star rating. Guys, it's no joke. I need your help to blast through the censorship wall. Do your part, please. Do your part, and I'll do everything I can to keep informing you and entertaining you. But I need you to spread the word about this podcast. I need you to hit those like buttons, subscribe buttons, notification bells, share. I need you to do all these things that I'm asking you to do because they make a difference. You, the individual, make a difference, all right? And when you make a difference in what we do, we can grow. And then when the media and the left comes and attacks us, all this stuff I'm learning from Dana White, I can then go, what'd you say, Dana? I can go, huh? You want me to? Oh, okay. What was that? Leftist media? What's my response? My response is go fuck yourself. That's what I will do. I will never, ever apologize. You should never apologize either. We've had a fun, interesting, flippy floppy back and forth, up and down way of bringing this episode in. And now we're going to get into the meat of it. We're going to read. All right. Dana White is the no-holds-barred president of the UFC who has no time or patience for woke scolds, politics, and sports, and newspapers questioning his decision to be the first sport to return in a major way since the pandemic. White's massively stoked for UFC 261, the latest MMA event for the Ultimate Fighting Championship. The much-anticipated event was originally supposed to be held in Singapore, but the coronavirus pandemic ended that scenario. White wanted fans to return and watch the live event and found few places that would allow an indoor event of such magnitude. White discovered a friend in Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis, who welcomed UFC 261 to be held in Jacksonville and advertised the Sunshine State as an oasis of freedom, which it is. Speaking of oasis, Dana White built an island and put a freaking MMA arena on it and a hotel so that people could come during all this pandemic crap and still see fighting in international waters. This is real cool stuff. Listen, There are some people out there that like to say, oh, you talk about some of the stuff Joe Rogan talks about. I'm going to give you a big differential right now. I don't watch MMA religiously. Once in a while, I'll catch a fight, but I don't know shit about shit. I'm not some jujitsu guy. I don't share that quality that all these people share on. I'm my own unique person. I am James Lane. All right. I am the host of the American Reveille Podcast, and I have a completely different set of rules and expectations that I live by than all of these other podcast hosts and stuff. All right. So you'll find, if you're new to this, that I am much more unique than anyone else that you're actually listening to. So I really would stick around. Dana White, if he knew who I was, he wouldn't give a shit. But you should. Because he wouldn't give a shit about you either. While White is massively stoked, all right, for the UFC 261, the one Ron DeSantis just let him have, all right? All 15,000 tickets for UFC 261, which will be held at the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena on Saturday night, sold out in minutes, and White called it one of the fastest sellouts in UFC history. UFC 261, wait, let me see where the date was on this. This was 24, 25, 26, yeah. Okay, so this was right before the fights on Saturday night. Excuse me. UFC history. UFC 261 will be the first major sporting event to have a full capacity crowd since COVID-19 lockdowns and restrictions were implemented in the United States. The indoor event will not have social distancing, and NBA or MMA fans will decide if they want to wear face masks or not. It's up to you. It's your decision, White told Yahoo Sports. That's because we're adults, all right? Quote, this is going to be the first full throttle sporting event since COVID hit, indoor, anywhere in the U.S., DeSantis said. I think it's fitting. We want it to be safe, but there's lots of stuff that comes at you from the media, from social media, all this stuff. Some people don't like to handle that. Dana White goes right into the teeth of that. All right. He goes right into the teeth. Not everyone is enthusiastic about the full capacity indoor event, including the Las Vegas Review Journal that wrote a story condemning UFC 261. This is where this story comes from. This is where the meat of the story comes from, because his hometown newspaper of Las Vegas, all right, trashes what he's doing in Florida, but won't let him do it to bring tourism to Las Vegas. They're just hypocrites. They're jealous. And they don't like that people like Dana White are free. They're free, ladies and gentlemen, something we all should strive to be. Free, ladies and gentlemen. I think that the left is losing its grasp. I think there are very influential and powerful people on the right that aren't like the traditional elites from the right that don't take crap. And I don't think the left know what to do with that. And I think it's disintegrating a giant hole in them. I really do. This article is about UFC 261, but I'm not using it to really get into 261. I don't know the results from 261. I know I heard it was an amazing fight night, and I know that there was a lot of people that entertained the crowd. I know that people were screaming and loving it. I know there was, people talked about someone got injured and like busted their leg in some nasty way. But again, like I said, I'm so busy doing the podcast and reading news and researching politics, and I don't have any time. I haven't watched a TV show in like a year. I have no time. I'm doing the PhD. I've got a family. It just is what it is. It is what it is. So I'm delivering this in the sense of the way that he approaches the media. That's what I want to highlight. That's the point I'm trying to get you to mine out of this. That's the data, the skill set that you need to accumulate from this information about Dana White. What's important about Dana White for you and I, for entertainment, might be the fights, but it's not necessarily the fights. What is important is how he conducts himself and handles the media, handles the criticism from the left against him and what he does, and what the repercussions of his actions are. And the repercussions of his actions are repelling to the left, which is what we're trying to do. We want to repel the left. We don't want to give them more ammunition. We don't want to give them reasons and ways to hurt us. And so it seems the best way to deal with them is through verbal blunt force trauma. F you, F the horse you came in on. We don't believe in what you believe in. You're not going to tell me I'm a racist because you're the racist. Kick rocks. Kick rocks. I'm not apologizing to you because I did nothing wrong, and I'm secure in that. I'm secure in that. All right. If you're not secure in that, I can't help you, but I'm secure in that, ladies and gentlemen. At least 15,000 people. All right. This is what the Las Vegas Review Journal said, and it's douchey. At least 15,000 people are willing to risk permanent damage or death to attend a live sporting event again. The opening sentence of a Review Journal article read, the paper cited the disclaimer that says attending UFC 261 may lead to exposure to COVID-19, and that contraction of COVID-19 may result in severe and permanent damage to the health of the holder, and or including but not limited to death. Hours before UFC 261 kicked off, White blasted the Las Vegas Review Journal by calling it a piece of shit local newspaper. White noted that the UFC didn't lay off a single employee during the COVID-19 pandemic. We worked with government agencies in Nevada and around the world to put on every event safely, and we chose to bring our biggest fight of the year with Conor McGregor back to town July 10th to help relaunch the city, White wrote on Instagram. Yet this is how the Las Vegas Review Journal shows its support for a true local business? Go fuck yourself, Las Vegas Review Journal, and don't bother coming to the fights in July, White concluded, making a reference to UFC 264, which will feature Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier, I think that's how you say it, Poirier, on July 10th. Excuse me. I'm going to get so much crap for butchering some of this UFC stuff. I apologize, guys. I really do. But that is just that. You need to approach the left like he approaches the left, like Dana White approaches the left. Even if you're soft-spoken, even if you don't use that language, you don't have to. It's fine. But you got to be tough. You got to have a spine. You can't just sit there and let bygones be bygones and turn the cheek, because that's not the game the left plays. The left will steamroll us if you do. I wanted to show you this amazing video that came out. I remember during the height of the pandemic, it was months and months ago, where the left and podcast hosts on the left, all different people, politicians, they were trashing Dana White, and somebody put this amazing montage together which showed all of these different clips of all the shit he said to the media and to the left, and all the times he's literally crushed them and put them down. And it's this amazing montage showing what he's done, how he's never laid anyone off, how they took precautions, how he took care of all of his employees, how they built an island so his fighters could make money. Just this amazing montage and story, and it's gone. It's been taken off of all of the different media sites. I couldn't find it. If you know what I'm talking about and have access to it, I would love for you to get it to me. If you could, James Lane at AmericanReveille.com, or of course in the comments section below. But I couldn't find it. It's gone off of everything. I've been looking for it for months, to tell you the truth. I can't find it at all, but it is phenomenal. Go F yourself. Las Vegas Review Journal is the right thing to say. Even if it's not the right thing to say morally, it's the right thing to say responsibly, because our way of life is under attack. All right. And like Jordan Peterson says, if you're not capable of something, how can you defend it? Right? How can you know the danger of it? How can you take care of the people you love or even yourself? You can't. You can't. All right. The Las Vegas Review Journal isn't the only one that White slammed this week. The UFC president appeared on Candace Owens' new talk show. I'm going to have to watch that, where he lambasted the mix of sports and politics. Quote, when you watch sports, you're tuning in to get away from all the crap that's going on in your life, White told Owens. Whether it's personal, professional, political, whatever's going on in the world, that's your time where you tune in. Never once did we talk about COVID. We didn't talk politics. We didn't talk about anything negative that was going on. When you come in and watch 2 or 3 hours of our fights, you're tuning in for fights. You're coming in to watch a sport. You want to hear all that crap? Watch some other channel. White attacked sports leagues that force their athletes to have a prescribed opinion on politics and social issues as well. All right. This is a beautiful thing that he said as well. And even the stuff he said before that is great. He's absolutely right. They ruined the NBA. They ruined football. They ruined all these things for everyone, because you can't see anything without BLM, without Antifa, without a social issue. We watch sports to get away from the ridiculous shit that's driving us crazy in our life, the stuff stressing us out, the stuff that's causing pain and problems in our life. These are our hobbies, our breaks, our release. And you take them away by flooding them with politics, by flooding them with political hate porn. All right. So he's absolutely right. When you watch the UFC, you watch a sport free of politics. That's worth billions for people. All right, that's worth billions for Dana White, and that's worth thousands for hardworking, blue-blooded freaking Americans. Blue-collar Americans, excuse me. Not blue-blood. That's completely in a different direction. That's like nose in the air. Blue-blooded Americans don't want to hear about social issues on their NBA shows, whatever those are. No, not blue-blooded. Blue-collar. Blue collar, ladies and gentlemen, blue collar. That is what I meant. All right. And then he said this other thing about social issues and politics. It's like we live in this world right now where nobody's allowed to have their own opinion. They're all grown men. All right. These are all grown men, grown women that fight for us. They all have their own beliefs, their own politics, or whatever it is. They can say whatever they want to say to a point. I mean, there's sometimes that some things cross the line, but at the end of the day, too, this is the fight business. Guess what? They say really mean things to each other in the fight business. We don't put a muzzle on anyone. We don't tell people what they can and can't talk about. Imagine working for a company and they're telling you to believe this. And he's absolutely right. Imagine working for the NBA and them telling you you have to do this or nothing. Imagine being the people that have to kiss LeBron James's ass. All right. By the way, LeBron James is a giant piece of shit. That's a song I wrote and it's hilarious. All right. It's hilarious. It's like 4 ago in the videos. LeBron James is a giant piece of shit is the song that will get stuck in your head for the next year. Go listen to it. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. Do you like South Park? Yeah. Go listen to it. And the other thing we don't do, we don't tell you who to vote for. White, who's a Trump supporter, said this as well. He said, we don't tell you what to believe in. We don't tell you what religion to believe in. We don't tell you any of that shit. You're all grown men and women with your own beliefs, your own ideas, and good for you. You shouldn't have to go to work and listen to that shit, White said, of woke big tech companies telling their employees how to think. I shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to go to work and hear about that. None of us should have to deal with that stuff, especially while we're watching sports. And if the UFC gives us a break from woke politics, critical race theory, BLM, Antifa, all this insanity that's sweeping this country, then I'm going to watch UFC. And for all the other sports companies out there that aren't doing that, that are pushing this woke politics, get woke, go broke, baby. You're already feeling it, and we're already seeing it. People are waking up across this country. That's just what it is. That is just what it is. But what he does is something amazing. It's something you need to pay attention to as a person, as an American, as somebody who's trying to maneuver and navigate through this swamp of insanity that's happening right now. Confidence in yourself. Don't take shit. All right. Know what you're talking about. Never apologize. Never stand down. Never, ever give an inch. Do the Dana White strategy, guys. Be like Dana White and never give an inch. Ladies and gentlemen, from here forward, I'm not ever going to give an inch. All right. And you can thank Dana White for that because I'm going to do my best to learn from him. I would love to talk to him. I would love to talk. If any of you have any connection with Dana White, I could somehow get an interview between me and Dana White. I would love to just have a bullshit and back and forth conversation with him for an hour. All right. If he would give me that time. All right. He might. I grew up hard. I'm sure he could tell. I'm sure he could tell. I'm not saying I am hard. I'm just saying I grew up hard. Hard childhood. I'm sure he knows what I'm talking about. Folks, when the left comes knocking at your door, are you going to bend and bow? Are you going to cry and sob? Are you going to sacrifice your children's future for a couple years maybe of peace and solitude? Or are you going to stand up and fight for what's right? You're going to open your mouth, and are you going to tell your version of the Las Vegas Journal to go fuck themselves? All right. We all play our part in this. We all play a role in this, big and small. Our role might be gigantic as President Trump's. Our role might be as small as a local hairdresser, or lumber worker, or a local Home Depot employee that tells people the truth about politics, tells people what's happening in this country. But whatever role it is that you play that role well and never, ever, ever give an inch to the left. And most importantly, never apologize. All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching episode 132 of the American Reveille Podcast. I thought this would be a very interesting, kind of different, shorter episode where we could kind of get into the psychology of it, talk a little bit about Dana White and what he does. All right. These leftists, they have no way past that. Their whole entryway into our brain, the whole way they build a bridge to destroy us, all right, to get across the moat and destroy us, is through that apology. All right. That literally opens the doors wide open for them to then hold us accountable for things we've never even imagined doing or believing. It's all bull. It's all manipulation and garbage. And it's about time we start using their own crap against them. And we just say no is no. Enough is enough. F off. I am not going to take it, guys. I'm not going to take it. And if you're still stressed out and you need to take something, take Ancient Life Oil, best CBD oil in this country. Amazing, amazing product. AncientLifeOil.com. Promo code James, free shipping and handling. Find out more in the description section below. Stick around an extra couple minutes. I've got a little ad that'll play at the end of this, and you'll get to know all the benefits of Ancient Life Oil through there, and you can make a decision. But below, all right, below is the link. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. I don't see why. If you can't come up with a good reason why you shouldn't try CBD, if you've been thinking about it, there's no reason you shouldn't go. And I'm telling you right now, go below into the description section, hit that link, pick yourself up Ancient Life Oil, AncientLifeOil.com, promo code James, free shipping and handling. And like I said, it's as easy as pie. The link is in the section below in the description section. Like, notification bell, all that good stuff. Hit the subscribe button, all the stuff you thought about doing earlier, but now that you've listened to the show and realized you really, really like it, give me the 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. Do all these extra things. Share, talk about it. Go to Gab. All right. Follow me there. Follow me on Gab. All right, guys. It's not hard. American_Reveille. Follow me on Parler at the James Lane. Odyssey, American_Reveille. All these links, they're in the description section below. You'll never know about our $200 grand prize contest. You'll never know about it unless you subscribe to the newsletter. That's in the description section below as well. So, folks, I love you guys very much. I will see you on the next episode. And for now, ciao. Let me get your attention for a second. I want to tell you about something. I want to share something with you that's very near and dear to me. All right, guys, I have joint pain. I'm sure it's no secret by now, all right? I have joint pain, hip pain, I have elbow pain, I have inflammation, all right? I get stressed out. I'm going through so much political news doing this podcast, so much. You can imagine how stressful that is, all right? How much anxiety that can cause, how many sleepless nights I have. But folks, I've been taking CBD oil for a while now. All right, for a while now, and it's fantastic. And a while ago, just a little while ago, I came across Ancient Life Oil, all right? And I got it from AncientLifeOil.com. And this stuff is fantastic, all right? It's the best source, the best and most trusted source for CBD oil in the United States. It's 100% pure. It's 100% THC-free, no psychoactive effects, no high, nothing like that, just pure CBD, pure relief from all of those issues, relief from sleeplessness, relief from anxiety, relief from stress, from inflammation, right? Relief from joint pain, relief from all of these things that could really hinder your daily life, your daily activities, really put you in a bad place. This stuff lifts your mood up. It's fantastic. All right, it's legal in all 50 states. People are really experiencing wonderful change in their life, basically doing something that people have been doing for thousands of years, guys. If you head to AncientLifeOil.com, AncientLifeOil.com, the same place I went, all right, the same place I went to get the stuff, you can go on there, use promo code James, James, at AncientLifeOil.com, ANCIENT, Life Oil, ANCIENT, lifeoil.com, promo code James, James, promo code James, free shipping and delivery, folks, free shipping and delivery. Guys, this is a great product. You are missing out if you need to do CBD and you're just not doing it for some reason, guys. I don't know what's stopping you anymore. It's 2021. Folks, if you want relief from these issues, you want to do it in a natural way without taking medications, you want to do it in a way that's helpful, I have found CBD oil to be very beneficial, and I believe it will be very beneficial for you as well. So one more time, ancientlifeoil.com, ANCIENT lifeoil.com, promo code James, free shipping and delivery, folks. Give it a shot. I really, really know it'll make you a believer just like I am. All right, folks, let's get back to the show.